In today's readings from the First Sunday of Lent, Jesus goes into the desert to pray and to be tempted by Satan. This time of Jesus' prayer in the desert comes right after his baptism in the Jordan and just before his going to preach his public ministry. This is a quite pivotal time in his life because literally everything he's done has been waiting for this moment, the moment where he will go out and preach the word and where he'll ultimately suffer and die on the cross for us. So for nearly 30 years he's been preparing, he's been living in Nazareth, waiting for this moment. And yet he takes the time to go aside and to pray, to fast for 40 days. I think here Jesus is our model, how he puts aside even the most pressing of concerns, the biggest mission that the world's ever known, just to go be with his Father, just to go pray. In our daily lives, we have many, many things that are pressing on us, many very good things such as providing for our families. And yet Jesus says that prayer always comes first. Jesus puts aside that time because of how much he trusts in his Heavenly Father. He is totally confident that when he goes out into the desert, even with all the other pressing things, God will meet him there, and that his Father will love him there. In the first reading from the book of Genesis, we see a similar vision of two people being invited to trust God. How Adam and Eve were put in a garden where God prepared for them. He clothed them with everything that they needed and truly invited them to trust. And yet they said no in their rejection and their fall. This Lent, we are called to imitate Christ in putting prayer first and making it a priority in our day, truly trusting that God will meet us there. And that as we separate from the world through prayer, through fasting this Lent, let us do so not because we're afraid or because we feel like we have to, but because like Christ, we're confident in our identity as his sons and daughters.